because we have. Well, thank you very much for coming punctually. Let's open our books, please. We are not in that page. Just let me clear our answers. Yeah. Yesterday, we just listened 2 times. So we're going to hear one more time this part. We are on page 85. Yep, 85, and it's the negative of the verb to be, was and were, which is wasn't and weren't. Yeah. For the last time.
9.12. Wasn't and weren't. 1.
Christopher Columbus was a scientist.
No, he wasn't. He was an explorer.
2.
Zaha Hadid was a princess.
No, she wasn't. She was an architect.
3.
Marie Curie was born in 1919.
No, she wasn't. She was born in 1867.
4.
Diana Spencer and Amy Winehouse were born in the US.
No, they weren't. They were born in England.
5.
Nelson Mandela and Neil Armstrong were both politicians.
No, they weren't. Mandela was a politician, but Armstrong wasn't.
6.
Leo Tolstoy was an Italian actor.
No, he wasn't. He was a Russian writer.
Okay, so those were the answers. And let's move on to this activity. Today and yesterday, what is true about you? Tell your partner. We're going to do it together. Today is, what day is today, guys? What day is today? What day is today?
Today is Wednesday.
Wednesday, correct. Thank you. What about yesterday?
Thursday.
Was Tuesday, correct. Today I am at home. And yesterday, the same, no? Yesterday,
Yes.
I was at home. Today, the weather is, well, a little bit cold. Cold, yeah, exactly. What about yesterday? The weather was?
Wet and cold.
Cold, yeah, the same. Today, my parents are, where are your parents now?
At work.
And what about yesterday? Where were your parents yesterday?
We're at home.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. Next activity, exercise number 7. Check it. But before we check this activity, or before you do this activity, let's remember a little bit about the verb to be. We have in present, I am. In past, I was and were. Yeah. And if we combine verb to be plus born, it is the verb nacer. Yeah, nacer. If we don't combine the verb to be, was and were, it means fue, era o estaba. Obviamente con sus diferentes conjugaciones, estábamos, éramos, era, eran, etc. So that's the verb. Yeah, if we combine here was and were, nacer, yeah, or el verbo born. So what is the negative? I am, I was, I wasn't. Obviamente, I wasn't. You were, weren't. Yeah. Weren't is the negative form. The same, he, she, it, was, wasn't. We were, we weren't. They were the same, negative form. They weren't. Okay. What if I am going to say a question? Muy simple, nada más se cambia el verb to be at the beginning. Were you in class yesterday? Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Yes, I was, no? Was your sister at home last night? Was your sister at home last night? El hecho de que veamos your no significa que va a ser were, dependiendo del sujeto, ¿ya? Aquí, por ejemplo, nada más es one person, your sister, entonces tiene que ser no, she wasn't. Were your parents at work last Monday? Yes, they were. So this is how to make question. We just change the order, ¿no? The order of the verb to be. ¿Vale? Si tenemos double H question, primero double H question, of course. Then verb to be plus the subject. Yeah. No siempre va a ser your. Yeah. Puede ser was she, were they, etc. ¿Vale? You just invert the order here. ¿Vale? Important rule, don't forget. I'm going to erase, yeah. Okay, now that I explain or we remember, you can do this activity. You have to choose was, wasn't, where, and when. Like the example here, where was your mother born? Do the rest. Could be positive, negative, according to the context. So you have to be careful. Read the complete sentences. Okay, let's do it together. Number 2, Ice Lake. Can you read the complete sentence, please?
Sería where?
The complete sentence. When?
When were your parents born?
Correct. Yes. Number 3, Aritzel.
Yes, teacher. My parents weren't born in 1965. My father was born in 1962 and my mother in 1967.
Correct. Thank you. Correct. Number 4, Luis, ¿segura? ¿Dónde está Luis?
No, I wasn't on holiday in Barcelona in 2015.
Correct. Number 5, Fernanda.
Sería was her home yesterday?
No. The rest?
No, she weren't.
No.
No.
So, si nos preguntan con was,
Sería wasn't.
wasn't. Yeah, correct. Dionisio and Paulina. Yeah.
Where
The complete sentence, please.
were you at work yesterday?
Y la respuesta sería yes, we were.
Correct. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
¿Dónde está el micrófono?
7. Aileen.
No, aquí debe de haber
Aileen, hiya.
ya lo.
Is our day at the school yesterday morning?
No hay are. No estamos hablando de presente.
Ay, es weren't. Pero al principio le dije esa, profe.
Where?
Sí,
Yo escuché are, sorry. Were they?
were they at school yesterday morning? No, they were.
Correct. Thank you very much. So sorry. I am not hearing well. Yes, unfortunately, that's the only practice we have about was and were, no? Tomorrow I'll share a copy about was and were, que va a ser también homework para el Friday. ¿Vale? La otra práctica, la única práctica que tienen aparte de esta es en su workbook, ¿vale? Vamos a irnos a nuestro workbook, pages 57. 57, that's the only practice. For the ones who have the workbook, para los que tengan el workbook, estamos en la página 57. Para los que no, no importa, aquí pueden ver y participate, ¿no? And it is the was and were. Bueno, también con nacer, was born or were born. Look at the picture. We have a girl. What's her name? What's her name of this girl? Yes, exactly. And she's going to talk about her parents, no? And her grandparents as well, no? Inger, John, and her grandparents, Bruno and Anita. Yes? So listen to John describing her family and complete the sentences with the verb to be plus born, no? Like the example that you have here, number one. Emmanuel, can you read the example, please? Number one. No, puedes leerlo, please. My mother.
My mother was born in Seattle in 1967.
Correct, yes. Vale. Listen carefully and complete it.
9.3. Yana and her family. 1,
My mother was born in Seattle in 1967.
2,
My father was born in Washington, D.C. in 1965.
3,
I was born in 1996.
4,
My grandparents weren't born in the U.S.
5,
My mother's parents were born in Norway.
6,
My father's parents were born in Portugal.
One more time.
9.3. Yana and her family. 1,
My mother was born in Seattle in 1967.
2,
My father was born in Washington, D.C. in 1965.
3,
I was born in 1996.
4,
My grandparents weren't born in the U.S.
5,
My mother's parents were born in Norway.
6,
My father's parents were born in Portugal.
Okay, my father. What is the correct answer here?
Was born.
Was born. Correct. Number 3.
Was born.
I was born. Correct. My grandparents
Were
Were
born.
went born because it's negative, no? As you can see, they were born in different places. They were born in Norway and the same, no? Were born in Portugal. Yeah. Okay, the next part is choosing the correct verb. You have to choose is or was. Yeah. According what it says. Listen to Jaron saying more about her family. Underline the correct word to complete the sentences. ¿Vale?
9.4. 1,
My mother is an engineer.
2,
My father is a history teacher.
3,
They were at college together.
4,
My father's parents were very poor.
5,
My father's parents weren't married in Portugal. They met in the United States.
6,
Grandpa Bruno was a chef.
7,
Grandma Anita was a waitress.
8,
My mother's parents, John and Inger, weren't happy at first in the US because their parents were in Norway.
Okay, one more time. Yeah.
9.4. 1,
My mother is an engineer.
2,
My father is a history teacher.
3,
They were at college together.
4,
My father's parents were very poor.
5,
My father's parents weren't married in Portugal. They met in the United States.
6,
Grandpa Bruno was a chef.
7,
Grandma Anita was a waitress.
8,
My mother's parents, John and Inger, weren't happy at first in the US because their parents were in Norway.
Okay, so number 2, it is was, obviously, because it is was. Are you sure? My father was.
Yes. Oh, no, is
It's, yeah. They were at school together, at college, sorry. Number 4, ¿qué sería?
Where?
Were, correct. 5,
Weren't.
were,
weren't.
yes. Bruno
Was.
was, and Anita,
Was.
Was.
waitress. John
Weren't.
went, and their parents were in Norway. Yes, perfect. Okay, so we have 3 correct the questions. Yeah, where were Yarners born? Mothers born in Seattle? No. Aquí la corrección o está incorrecto porque no puedo decir where, sino was is the correct answer. ¿Cuál es lo que está mal aquí? When is her father born? ¿Qué es lo que está mal?
Feliz.
It is incorrect. ¿Cómo sería entonces?
When was her father?
Correct. Number 3. Where was her mother's parents born in Norway? ¿Qué es lo que está mal aquí?
Was.
It was.
It was, porque estamos hablando de parents. Ajá. Entonces sería where,
Where.
where born. Yes. Es la misma pronunciación, ¿eh? Where and where. Number 4. ¿Qué es lo que está mal? What is wrong here?
Where.
Where it's one person, Bruno. Entonces, what
Was.
was Bruno's job? He was a chef. That is correct. Okay. Then we have complete the negatives. Here, se me olvidó borrar esto. Negative form, wasn't born in Portugal. Her grandparents weren't born. Were John and Inger happy at first? No, they
Weren't.
went. Vale. Okay, so with this, we finished the practice of was and were. Yeah, I'm going to share one more copy tomorrow. Y hablando de copies, yesterday I shared one copy with you, which was about the verbs, ¿no? Quedó una copia pendiente de los verbs. So let me open the copy here. Well, as you can see, it is very important to learn and memorize the irregular verbs. No solamente tenemos el pasado de was y were, sino el pasado de diferentes verbs. Todos estos verbos: become, make, sing, drive, wear, write. I recommend that you learn, memorize the three lists, the three columns, but it's up to you. ¿Vale? It is up to you. If you notice, the next page, it is about the irregular verbs. La siguiente página es de irregular verbs. Por eso is the importance of memorizing. Si no quieren checar esta lista, hay una lista que tienen en su book. In the last page, you have other list. De hecho, les omiten la última lista de past participle. No vamos a ver el past participle in this level. Lo van a ver hasta el siguiente nivel. No, de hecho, hasta dentro de 2 niveles. Pero es importante que lo sepan, lo memoricen desde ahorita, ¿no? Why? Because, yes, sir.
¿En qué página están esos verbos?
Es la última página.
No me,
188.
no me aparecen a mí.
A mí tampoco, profe.
Qué raro.
Es que
Deberían.
ya los quitaron.
¿Sorry?
Ya los quitaron, profe.
¿Los quitaron?
Anterior sería. Ahorita ya no.
No estoy seguro de eso, pero debería de. Se supone que es la última página. Bueno, debería de ser la última página. Anyways. I don't know. Well, you have the list. Si no, se las paso también esa página. ¿Vale? La última página se las comparto en un ratito más. Yeah, it's important because it's not always about was and were. No siempre va a ser was y were. No, for example, si en específico decimos fue, era o estaba, sí, obviamente, ¿no? For example, we were in the park yesterday afternoon. Ahí sí es correcto, ¿no? Pero si yo quisiera mencionar otro verbo, for example, I go to the cinema last night, anoche. Tenemos el verbo go. No podemos ponerlo en presente simple o así dejarlo, ni tampoco poner I was go. Yeah, that's incorrect. Yeah, that is incorrect. Tenemos que cambiar el verbo. We need to change the verb. Entonces, ¿cuál es el pasado de go?
Went.
I went. Lo mismo si quisieran decir she. Creo que fue la semana pasada, ¿no? She was, sí. No, it's not correct. El verbo ver. Sí, sí. Si fuera en presente debería ser sis, pero no puede ser sis porque dice last weekend, la semana pasada. Entonces el verbo tiene que cambiar. ¿Cuál es el pasado del verbo sí? De acuerdo a su lista. Saw. She saw the moon eclipse last weekend. ¿Vale? A eso voy, que no siempre va a ser con el verbo was y were, dependiendo. So it's going to change. Yeah, aquí tienen unos cuantos verbos. You have some verbs, 9 verbs, actually. So listen to the pronunciation and match the present verb with the past verb. ¿Vale?
9.13 Irregular verbs.
Be. Was or were. Buy. Bought. Go. Went. Have. Had. Make. Made. Put. Put. Run. Ran. See. Saw. Sit. Sat.
Okay, last time.
9.13 Irregular verbs.
Be. Was or were. Buy. Bought. Go. Went. Have. Had. Make. Made. Put. Put. Run. Ran. See. Saw. Sit. Sat.
So all those were the verbs. Pronunciation is very important. Remember, bought, had, made, put, was, were, when, sat, saw, ran. ¿Vale? Entonces, for homework, it's going to be check the list that you have here. Nos quedan unos cuantos minutos, entonces estos minutos úsenlos para empezar a estudiar. Yo les recomiendo también la de past participle list. Is optional, and not mandatory, pero la que sí es mandatory obligation, estas dos columnas por lo menos, ya. Aquí tienen bastantes verbos como bring, traer, choose, elegir, bring, brought, ya. Si se dan cuenta, algunos es igual, ¿no? En past simple y en past participle. Past participle lo usamos para voz pasiva, para presente perfecto, para otras cosas, ¿no? Pasado perfecto. Ya, so, por eso les digo que todavía no lo vamos a usar. But it's good that you memorize them. When I was a student, long time ago, I learned and memorized this list. My teachers gave me a bigger list, ¿no? 200 verbs list. No, de hecho, me daban una de 300 verbs. Entonces, for you guys, estos minutos que nos quedan, si quieren, úsenlos. Mañana vamos a tener un pequeño quiz de los verbos. Vamos a ver qué tal les va en el quiz, en el mini exam. Meet, met, pay, paid. Yeah. Si quieren, aquí adelante de esta lista, imprímenla o en su archivo PDF pueden modificarlo. ¿Qué significa cada verbo? Ser, estar, llegar a ser, dejar, salir, leave, encontrarse con alguien, meet, speak, hablar, nadar, swim, etc. ¿Vale? Entonces estos minutos úsenlos para checar su lista de verbos que les pasé, que les compartí. Si no pueden ver la lista, me dicen y se las comparto como foro y les comparto al ratito la que no tienen de su libro, ¿vale? Ustedes deciden cuál estudiar, pero ya empiecen a revisarlos porque estas 2 semanas y media que nos quedan es de pasado simple. Yeah, past simple. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. I will see you then.
See you, teacher.
Goodbye, teacher.